Hey everybody, and welcome to Tales from the Clinic. This is a new podcast hosted by Dr. Molly O'Banion and myself, Ashley, just a regular gal. The premise of this podcast is all things pets and veterinary medicine. Dr. Molly is here to do that part. I am here to make sure she's using words us regular people can understand. Each episode we will dive into different aspects of veterinary medicine, interesting cases seen at the clinic, and just general advice on pet ownership in hopes of educating and giving a glimpse into our world. So, let's get started. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tales from the Clinic. Today we want to talk about something that is on a lot of people's minds as this time of year is rolling around. What are we talking about? We are talking about stress and anxiety, and specifically in regards to the lovely fireworks that humans love, but dogs don't, as 4th of July is around the corner. We're going to talk about, in general, anxiety and different ways that can be managed, things to talk to your vet about, things you can do at home, what you can do to prepare for 4th of July as we celebrate our great country.
Boom, pop, bang.
Boom, pop, bang. So, Molly, what you got? Take it away.
Let's start off by saying every time of year that involves fireworks, about a week ahead of time, I would say a solid maybe 3rd to 4th of our phone calls is people calling asking for Trazadone.
Agreed.
It gets insane. Like, literally, I have a line of staff members lined up at my desk. So-and-so wants Trazadone. Approved. So-and-so wants Trazadone. Approved. So-and-so wants Trazadone. Do they have a valid exam? Yes. Approved. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
The amount of Trazadone that we go through, which is fine because it's a totally safe option and it works, so why not? But, like, can you think about it ahead of time and stretch it out a little bit? Because it's exhausting.
Especially if you want to give it a shot the first go, calling right before the stressful event
It's not ideal.
is not ideal because you want to test and learn, make sure dosages are right. It works differently in different dogs. Some dogs need extra.
Well, the dosage range is gigantic. It's like 5 milligrams per kilogram to like 50 milligrams per kilogram. And how do you know if your dog's going to respond to the 5, or do you need to work your way up to the 50 before it takes effect?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you need time to kind of play with it to find their happy place.
Yeah.
Happy place. And we're not just talking about fireworks. It works for thunderstorms. It works for
Car rides.
It works for when you leave the house and they freak out and eat your couch cushions.
Holiday family visits.
Yes, all of those types of things. This is just kind of general stress and anxiety, but we thought this would be a good time to do it because 4th of July is around the corner, and that's when we get a ton of phone calls. So,
myth number 1. When you give your dog Trazadone, they go sleepies for 24 hours.
No. The half-life is not anywhere near that.
They don't zonk out?
No. So, there are happy drugs, and there are over-the-counter options, and there are non-drug options. Ooh. Okay, so let's start non-drug options.
Okay.
Thunder shirts or thunder jackets. That is a great, great, great item. And if you have a high-stress anxiety dog, you need one. Now, you can't, and you can buy them on Amazon, whatever. You can't just put it on it once and expect it to do the most. That's not how this works. You have to put it on them multiple times, and they have to get used to it. And then they will come seeking you out for it once they feel a storm coming. And it's just like this little jacket thing that you put on them, and then you kind of strap it tight and velcro it, and it's like a big warm hug that they wear.
It's like my weighted blanket.
Right, it's like a weighted blanket, essentially. But like I said, it doesn't work the first time. So when people buy a thunder jacket and they put it on while the storm's happening and they go, it did nothing. Well, no. First of all, the dog's already worked up and the dog doesn't understand
the association.
Right. So you have to, like, practice.
Okay.
That's like a training thing. They have white noise machines. Sometimes just throwing them, this sounds horrible, but throwing them in the back of your closet under a blanket
Yep.
can be great because they're in a dark, hidey hole and they're hiding.
Yeah, they're away from the windows and where the sound is really coming from.
Yeah, and they can't see the lightning, and like it's just, or the fireworks show, they don't want to watch it. They're not intrigued. So if you just put them in a dark hole, sometimes that does enough to keep them calm, and that's easy, and it's free, and it's effective.
It works on me too. I'm in a bad mood, just stick me in the closet, turn the lights off. She'll be fine.
Do you want a blanket and a pillow?
Yes.
Great. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's generally really easy ways. If you haven't tried those first, I always say go there first, because sometimes it takes some training, yes, and takes some time, but it's not giving them any medicine, which is really most ideal.
Yeah.
Second, we have over-the-counter options. So human melatonin is great.
Oh.
Yes. Are you ready for doses?
Yes.
If your dog weighs less than 10 kilograms, which is around 5 pounds, you give them 3 milligrams of melatonin, and you can give it every 4 to 6 to 8 hours if you need to. If your dog weighs more than 5 pounds or 10 kilograms, you give them 5 milligrams. If you have a giant dog, they may need 10 milligrams.
Okay. I will also do a breakdown in our notes as well with weight classes that you can look at below this episode.
And this is one of those that it works really great, but you can't give it when they're already worked up, because then it won't do anything. You have to give it like an hour and a half to 2 hours before the event so that it can get into their system.
So usually fireworks shows in Texas, with how the sun works, usually start around like 9:15. So we usually tell people, if you feed dinner at like 6 or 7, just give it then.
Yeah.
And then it lasts 8 hours?
8 to 10. Depends on the dog and how worked up they get. But you can give it every 6 hours, every 8 hours if you need to, another dose, and just keep them kind of mellow. And you can put that with their thunder jacket and shove them in the closet.
Okay.
Don't shove. Be nice about it. Offer them the closet.
Sit in the closet with them if you like.
Bring them a snack.
Bring me snack.
Okay, let's talk about Benadryl. I love me some Benadryl. You know, one of my cousins is married to a military man, and they had to move to Japan, and she has 2 little girls. And so the husband left first, and then she was responsible for moving herself and the 2 little baby girls to Japan by herself.
Whew.
She was like, is it bad if I give them Benadryl on the plane? And I was like, nobody's judging you. Please do. I don't know if she did or not, but like if it was me, I would have.
Yeah.
Benadryl is lovely. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's insanely hard to overdose. You don't have many things that have issues with it. And the dosage range is gigantic. So you can give, a small amount, and if it's not enough, you can go up. And it just has that sleepy side effect. And then you can give it with the melatonin, and it will help the melatonin work better. I know. So your Benadryl dosage, you usually start at 1 milligram per pound.
Right.
So if you have a 25-pound dog, you give 1 of the pink tablets. If you have a 50-pound dog, you give 2 of the pink tablets.
Right.
The human pink tablets.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to change color now that red dye number 40 is banned. Do they have red dye number 40? We're not going there. Okay. So right now they're pink, but who knows? 1 of the 25 milligram tablets per 25 pounds.
Okay.
So if you have a 12.5-pound dog, you give them half.
Okay.
If you have a 6-pound dog, give them a quarter. You want me to keep going? I like math. I will stop for everybody's sanity.
Please do.
And same thing, you give it an hour and a half to 2 hours before the event. And you can give it with the melatonin and their friends.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk CBD. Ugh.
CBD. Such a wishy-washy.
I know. Our governing bodies, meaning the veterinary medicine associations, still don't want us to talk about it yet because it's still kind of federally regulated in some states. And so we're not supposed to start recommending it. And so I have not started recommending it. But I've been listening to my clients talk about their experiences with it. And I have been keeping up with some research articles that have been starting to come out. Mm-hmm. And I will say that CBD products, there's a million of them out there. Anything that has THC in it, please avoid. It is toxic to dogs and cats. I don't know anything about private brands of CBD. I don't know much about dosing of them. I suggest if you're going to try one, use the bottle dose. They are finding that they are more useful with anxiolytic behaviors than they are with like arthritis and pain and stuff. So if they're going to be useful in our world, they're going to be useful for anxiety disorders. So I think in this situation, it might be one of those places where they might thrive.
Okay.
But we don't know yet, and we don't have freedom to go yet. That rhymed. But if you want to try it, I haven't heard of them hurting many things as long as they don't have THC. So just use one of the veterinary products and then you should be safe.
Yeah.
That's my spiel. That's all I got for you. Okay. Next, we have prescriptions. And there are lots of different options. My favorite combination is the Gabapentin and the Trazadone.
Yes. It seems like it usually works well.
Candy. You get Gaba, you get Traz. You get Gaba, you get Traz. Who wants Traz? Who wants Gaba? Me and you.
This is why your favorite holiday is Halloween? Handing out the candy to the pups.
Pill candy.
Oh, sounds like Hollywood.
So gabapentin is a neurological pain med, but it has a really reliable side effect of sedation. And then trazodone is an anxiolytic that we also use in people. Both of those drugs we use in people. So people usually have them sitting around their house, honestly.
Yeah.
Usually I start off for anxiety disorders. I start off with 10 milligrams per kilogram of gabapentin and 10 milligrams per kilogram of trazodone, and we have lots of room to move up with both of them if we need.
Yeah.
And again, we give them at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before the event. It's even better if you can give a dose the night before, and then the morning of, and then an hour to 2 hours before the event.
So they're really chill.
So they're like a good margarita deep.
I like a good margarita deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just takes the edge off, you know?
Just makes it's another day. There's a lot of noisy people outside, but I don't care.
But I'm chilling. I'm thinking about butterflies and green fairies. Puppy dog ice cream cones. It's nice. I'm a fan. And again, they're really safe. We don't really have many things that have issues with them other than maybe being sleepy longer than wanted. But I don't see that as a problem in my world.
And even with a strong dose, they're still able to, they still get up for mealtime, and if they need to use a bathroom, they will. It's not like they are so sleepy they lose control. They're just much more laid back.
Yes, and it doesn't really have much cardiovascular depression. They don't stop breathing. They don't go into a coma. Nothing like that. It's just kind of zen, which is nice.
Yeah.
We do have stronger stuff. We have puppy Prozac and puppy Xanax and all of that stuff, but that's much stronger and much harder to get a hold of, and it takes longer to build up in the system. I just don't like it as much.
Yeah.
I have a couple clients that are on puppy Xanax, but it's just...
Yeah, but that's the thing is a couple clients out of, and at reception, the people that I check out, hundreds, possibly thousands, rarely does it come down to, okay, we got to come up with a different cocktail.
And you can mix your gabapentin and your trazodone with your melatonin and your Benadryl. And then you've got a real cocktail.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. We also have ace protein, which is a true sedative, and we use it as a pre-surgical drug a lot of times. Mm-hmm. But that does have your cardiovascular depression, so I really don't like to go to that one unless I absolutely have to. Yeah. And that one usually I save for my really aggressive giant dogs who every time they walk into my office they try to kill people. That's where I like to ace them.
Yeah.
I don't usually send ace home for little stuff like this.
Yeah. No, I get you. We had I think we had a client recently whose dog, new house, getting used to it, saw a squirrel walk by, dove through their front window.
That would be an ace candidate, yes. Okay.
He was okay. He somehow managed not to cut himself. He was fine.
Yeah, but if you're jumping through windows, that's a problem. Yes. I feel like that's a little... We need to go see a doggy therapist.
Yeah. I think they were considering.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for cats, have you ever heard of the Feliway products?
Oh, yeah.
I really like the Feliway products, and that's just one brand name. I'm sure they have other brands, but the Feliway products are these little sprays, or they have little wall plug-in diffuser things that's pheromones, which cats are really hormonal. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. So if you put those little Feliways in their little favorite spots, it's kind of like a lavender candle for them. They just get all ooh, and they just kind of calm. Mm-hmm. They also have these little collars that you can put on them. That's the same idea. That's I think they're called Adaptil, ADAPTIL, Adaptil collars that do the same thing. Ooh. Gross.
But otherwise, I feel like we have cats seem a little bit better at they're fine. They know to I'm going to go into the deepest crevices of the earth.
Cats are going to have a panic attack. They're going to have a panic attack over something stupid, like a bird talking to them rudely, not a firework.
Yeah. Oh, that's how my cats are. I think I changed the temperature on my thermostat for 3 degrees once because I was...
Personally offended them.
I think he got a UTI.
Oh my God.
Because he was so upset.
They freaking can't. Oh, I don't know how you people do it. Okay. Let's talk about acupoints.
Oh, I was wondering. Also, are there herbals that do this calming?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go.
Okay, ashwagandha is a great, just general herb that you can buy over the counter that works for people and for animals for anxiety disorders. I may or may not take it every day.
Ashwagandha, is that in the vitamin aisle?
Yes.
Okay.
It's that popular. Like, you can buy it on the vitamin aisle of most human pharmacies.
Okay.
And, use whatever bottle dose they have. But it's low side effects. It doesn't give you any sleepiness. I take it every morning before work so that I can handle crazy life. Mm-hmm. And it's just takes the edge off.
Same dose on dogs? Just one a day, maybe?
Like a small one for a little dog and a normal dose for a big dog.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also a lot of herbal cocktails, which if you're going to go with one of those, you probably need to reach out and ask, and then I can kind of guide you, because it depends whether your dog's a fire or a wood or a liver yang rising or a fire flaming the mind. Those kinds of things, it's different.
Yeah.
But acupuncture points, just general acupuncture points. So whenever you're petting your dog, which I know you don't have dogs, but you have cats, the same thing. Whenever you're petting them, where do you usually reach?
Head down the spine?
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees, and toes.
I don't really touch my cat's knees, but...
So you start at the top of the head, and you pet down the back. Mm-hmm. Generally. That's usually... Or you, rub their belly. But generally, you rub from the head to the back.
Yeah.
So along from the tip of the nose to the right above the booty is called the governing channel, or the governing vessel.
Okay.
And it is the governing body of the yang spirit, which is the excitable spirit in the body.
Okay.
So if you're sedating, or if you're petting down in a general clockwise direction of the governing vessel, you're sedating the yang energy, and you're calming down the yang energy, and you're bringing the animal into a yin mindset, which is nighttime, dark, soothing, quiet.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when you pet your animal from the head to the tail, you're petting their governing vessel.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically at the very, very top of the head. So if you take the middle of the ears and you draw a line to the very middle, very top of the head, that's a point called Dafenmeng.
Yeah.
And it is one of the most calming points in the body.
I've seen my cats. I'll do a thing where I put my finger at my index and thumb like this, and then I just go out to their side of their ears. Yep. And they'll start
messing with Dafenmeng.
They'll start drooling because they're so chill.
Yep. There's another one called Lufong, which is in between the eyes and that face pocket. When you pet your pet's face pocket right there, up on the nose to the eyes.
Yeah.
Lufong is a major stress point. So for us, how when we get headaches and stuff, stress headaches, we start rubbing right there?
In between our eyebrows? Yeah.
That's Lufong.
Oh. Is that the same one? They've told stories about how a way to, if you use a toothbrush on cats, or you just rub right here, it reminds them of their mother.
It's Lufong.
Interesting.
Yeah. So another one behind the ears. So if you touch your ears, you've got this bony crest that goes up the back of the ear, but then at the bottom of the ear that falls into a hole.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? Where your lobe is?
Yeah.
That's called anshen.
Okay.
Anshen. And it's literally an anxiety stress point. And so if you're petting your dog or cat and you're rubbing the backs of their ears, you're hitting anshen.
Okay.
And for a lot of my high stress anxiety disorder patients in the hospital, if they're losing their bloody minds and I have to do something, I'll stick needles in anshen and in Dafenmeng, and it makes them calm down.
This top one you do a lot with your newcomers, I feel like I've seen.
It's also a permission point.
Oh, okay.
So when I put it in there, or when I put it in byway, which is over the hips, it kind of calms them and puts them into a mindset for the rest of the treatment.
Okay.
But it works for issues like this. And you don't need needles. You can just pet it. Just rub it. Take your index finger and just rub circles over the top of their heads or behind their ears.
Are we pushing hard?
No.
Are we just barely?
Almost you don't have to barely touch, but just a normal, you would pet them.
Okay.
And don't dig. No.
Yeah. And then speed-wise, same thing as petting them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like those options a lot. Now, is that another thing of doing an hour and a half before stressful events, or can you do that?
You could do that during the moment.
Okay.
I mean, if they want to be on your lap and they're shaking and freaking out, you might as well just be, you're going to be petting them naturally anyway. You might as well pet them in ideal locations.
Yeah.
Right?
And we have our own calm energy, and we're not being like, it's okay, Scooter, calm down, Scooter. Don't worry, Scooter, it's going to be fine. Don't do that.
Scooter.
I thought of a dog name off the top of my head. I guess that's more of a cat thing.
Yeah, please don't freak out because it makes it all worse. But there you go. There's some helpful tips and tricks. If you have any questions, please always feel free to reach out to us. If you want to know more about a specific item that you found on Amazon, sure, I'll look at it. Just send it to our email.
And that email is drmollydvm@gmail.com. I try to say it every episode.
We didn't say it last episode.
Oh, we didn't say it last.
Write it down.
I'm not doing my job today.
We haven't gotten much feedback from y'all yet in our emails.
Yeah.
Should I not be worried?
Are we giving away too much? Do we need to be more mysterious?
Just shoot me an email and say, hey, so I know it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a great 4th of July. If you're using fireworks, use the quiet kind.
Yep. I think those are the snake ones. Anyway, we'll talk to you next time.
Make good incisions.
Thank you for joining us on Tales from the Clinic. Again, we are your hosts, Dr. Molly and regular Ashley. For more insider scoops into the vet med life and pet ownership, hit that subscribe button for updates on new episodes, and of course, share our channel to spread the word. Check the podcast notes below to see how you can get in contact with us. You can find all of Dr. Molly's affordable pet healthcare clinics on social media as well. Thanks again, and talk soon.